YouTube, what is going on, guys? Yes, it's a Red Mr. LFC Ninja, and I'm here with the post-match review, quick review of Flamengo versus Liverpool, and then obviously a match preview for Leicester versus Liverpool, and then afterwards I think we're at home, no, we're away to Wolves, or it might be at home to Wolves. I don't know, but let's deal with these games first. So as you see on the screen, this is my predicted match preview. We're going to review just a short, really short, quick, brief review because I'm flying off up to Manchester. Yes, Manchester. And near Liverpool, I might take a walk around the city centre, get a train in there, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, a little off subject, but we're going to have a little brief chat about the Flamengo Liverpool. But first, let's start with the preview for Leicester. As you can see, I've gone with Alisson in goal, Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent, Robertson. In midfield, I've gone with Keita, Henderson, Wijnaldum, back from injury. Absolutely missed the whole of the Club World Cup. So I hope back, rested, and just ready to get stuck in again. The only good thing about having an injury of a player is they have a nice rest. Like Motm, he's going to come back fresh. Yes, he's got to find form, but boy, he's going to be fresh. Fabinho, fresh as hell. Like, these guys, they're getting rest. Lovren, defenders are injured, like the heart of the team, like Fabinho, centre backs, all fresh, ready for action. So it's obviously like, you know, it's a bit of a downer that they're injured, but they get that rest that they need, especially in the campaign that we're in now. Brilliant. Our front three, guys: Mane, Firmino, Salah. That is my predicted starting lineup. We could see a change with Naby. Milner could come in for Naby, and we have a Milner, Henderson, and Wijnaldum. The Brexit midfield is back, as people say. People hate that midfield. I like the midfield. I think it's solid. I think it's well balanced. I think it's great defensively, covering our defence, and it's just as good going forward in supporting our attackers and giving them that link pass for them to assist each other with the copious amounts of goals that they do score. So guys, our bench: Divock Origi, Shaqiri. It's going to be Curtis Jones or Harvey Elliott, possibly Milner, Lallana, and we need a defender on the bench. Is it going to be Nico Williams or is it going to be Keanu Hoover? It's a decision. What defender's going to go there? Maybe Lovren will be back for this one. Maybe he'll sit on the bench. I'm not sure the length of the injury. I know Motm is possibly getting closer. I don't think he's ready. Fabinho, nowhere near. So guys, I can see one of those, you know, I mean, if we get an injury to a midfielder, or let's say Wijnaldum isn't quite ready, even though he's on a bench against Flamengo, maybe Milner starts, you know, and then we could have two substitutions, like injuries, like in this game, like, you know, touch wood we don't, where Naby Keita has to go off. That's a possibility. And maybe Jordan, and then we might have to drop Wijnaldum into the centre, Milner, and then move Trent forward to the right, and then have actually bring on either Nico Williams or a Keanu Hoover. The only good thing, guys, is that Keanu Hoover can also play central. So if you have like a Van Dijk problem, or maybe a Gomez problem, you know, God forbid, then, you know, Keanu has to come on, or, you know, Henderson can drop back, or Wijnaldum can drop back. There are options, but I feel like we need a Keanu. Seems more beneficial than Nico on the bench, so I'm expecting to probably see him unless Lovren is back fit and ready. Then the other decision, guys, is Curtis Jones or Harvey Elliott. I mean, there is space for one of those guys on there because of the amount of injuries we got. Which one would you have? Which one's more likely to get on the pitch? I mean, would it be one of those? Or would it be maybe a Chirivella? Like, we are going to have to put somebody on the bench in these two particular spots. So guys, away to Leicester, I'm going to go with a 3-1 victory. I think we can apply the low block, we can sit deep and play on the counter-attack. That is our strength. Longer the match goes, in my opinion, the more likely it is to fall in our favour. It's going to be tough. Whether they've given up on the title, I don't know. They're probably not expecting the title. They probably see it as probably gone, just like Man City, but they're going to fight for everything anyway. But they're not going to be, you know, they're going to enjoy the match. They're going to come with some kind of enthusiasm and direction to try and beat us and dent our unbeaten record. But we shall see, guys. My predicted man of the match, guys, I have gone with Naby Keita once again. I thought he had a fantastic tournament. He done bits in the Flamengo game. Well, not as good as he was against Monterrey, but you know, Flamengo was a step up. Flamengo were a very good side. I definitely finished they would challenge second place if they was in the Premier League for sure. They were good. They were like that old style kind of. They had that old school Brazilian style. The team that had the Ronaldos and the Romarios and the Robertos and the Dungas from, you know, the past World Cups. They had that style of ball, style of play of football. Yeah, unorthodox. It's not so Europeanized, but they were good. I was impressed with them. I enjoyed the game, thoroughly enjoyed the game. Very nervy. There was a bit of fingernail biting going on, but we got through it, and we are World Club Cup champions. I was going to do the teams for it. I did a recording for it, everything, and a lot more information. But guys, something was wrong with the audio, and I haven't. It's not worth editing because it sounds poor. I managed to sort the audio out for this one, so I haven't gone into such depth with it. And like in that video, I might do one and just have it up there just because, but probably not. I'm away. I'm not even sure if I can do the Leicester post-match review because I'll get back on Friday. I'll just do the match ratings for Flamengo game, guys. VVD, I'm going to give him an 8.5. Gomez, 8.5. I thought those guys were strong. I thought it was really good. I'm going to give Trent an 8. I'm going to give Robertson an 8. Henderson, I'm going to give Henderson a 9. Keita, I'm going to give an 8. Ronaldo wasn't playing. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I'm going to give him a 7. Salah, I'm going to give him a 8. Firmino, I'm going to give him a 9. Mane, I'm going to give him an 8.5. And Alisson, I'm going to give him an 8.5 too. So it was solid performance throughout the side. Ox being the Oxlade-Chamberlain weakest performer, and obviously Ox picked up the injury. I'm not sure of the extent, but boy, it didn't look nice. Although he managed to walk off instead of stretch it off. Whether that was to see if he could run it off. I think it's just like a twisted ankle, so he might be fine. But I reckon he's be out for a week or two, to be honest. If anybody knows what's happened to him or the extent of his injury, just drop me a comment, let me know. Yeah, so guys, this review has been a bit like to and from. Again, sorry about that. My predicted score for the Leicester Liverpool game, I'm going to go 3-1. I think I've told you my scorers. I'm going to go with Keita, Salah and Mane, just because. Yeah. So guys, I've been the Red Mist LFC Ninja. This has been your Leicester vs Liverpool preview and your Liverpool vs Flamengo post-match review. World Club Cup champions, international champions, get in. Let's do this, guys.